channel. If y'all new here, go ahead and like and share and subscribe. And yeah, so this video is about awareness, okay? A lot of y'all like to skip by people that don't have the qualities or don't have the quantities that you have, or just skip by people that's homeless, skip by people that needs help, okay? And I'm telling you right now, that is not a good sign and that's not a good thing to do, okay? Now, you might not have a problem with it because you do it and it becomes like the normal day routine for you, but I see people that be saying like all these different things or like all these different traits about themselves. They're like, oh yeah, I'm so good and I'm perfect and I am holy and I'm holified and I'm sanctified and I'm just all this and the third. And I'll be like, how are you all this and the third and you won't give people help? The people that needs your help and the people that needs your support and the people that is willing to help you out, you won't help them out. See, for example, millions of people have came and took an agreement to throw away food that the restaurants have bought, okay, that the restaurants have took from other countries because all their ingredients, all their minerals, all their oils, all their labor has come from other countries, other continents. The best thing that we can do is help the other continents out, help these other cities and these other states and places out. Now, you might say, like, why should we help them out? Because they're helping us out. They're supporting America and they're also putting every industry, they're making it big, they're making their brand, they're making their label, they're making their support system reach various of places, and this various of places happen to be one of our homes, happen to be one of our family's homes. So why would we not support them? Why would we not help them? Why would we not brand them? Why would we not give them what they need? Same thing for homeless people know that they're going through some stuff right now, but they'll be back on their toes, they'll be back dealing with whatever they're going to be dealing with. And the thing is, with this being said, like, you have to at least try to help people so people can help or meet you halfway. Okay. But yeah, y'all be saying things like, oh, I will need some help with gasoline and the egg prices and the chicken prices and all these prices be going up, but y'all be refusing to help people that help you. Okay, if the waiters come and they say, how may I take your order and what is the menu today and what's good on the menu, and they tell you some suggestions and stuff like that, you're supposed to be like, oh, well, thank you. Leave them a tip. Oh, well, thank you. Let me clean up after myself. Oh, well, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Even though they get paid for the services that they do in some services, in some, restaurants and places, but it still doesn't matter. Like, everything is like we're helping one another out. We're helping one another to grow the community. Y'all have a lot of judgment and not enough working. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are just complaining after complaining after complaining about what's high, what's going up, what's not gonna happen anymore, what y'all not gonna do, what y'all not gonna allow. In 2026, can we show the same respect that's supposed to be given? Okay. And it goes both ways. Like, you gotta pick up the phone and somebody else gotta pick up the phone for y'all to actually get a clear understanding. Okay, and I'm not saying this to say like I don't need to do this. I need to do this as well, but I'm saying this to give you some type of awareness, okay? Because that's what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to get on here and TikTok and like to get on YouTube and stuff like that, and they be like, "Oh well, you know, well, I hate when people get bullied and I hate when people get blast out and they get that could never be me. Oh, that could never be me. And personally, I know how to fight and personally, I know how to dress. So why did you not teach that person to dress? Why did you not teach that person how to fight? Why did you not leave a comment or a video to state how to dress or how to fight or how to do certain things? Like, you just be judgmental before you put actions in. Okay, and you can't be judgmental before you put actions in. Now, I could see if you told that person how to do something and they didn't take your advice, and to you it looked messed up, or to you it looked like a mess, or whatever the case may be. But that is not righteous to talk about somebody else, and you could be the same, and you could be in the same predicament as them, okay, or finna be in the same predicament as them, okay. It's just like, oh, everybody that is working for you, you should be working for them too, because like, again, this is a time for a pestilence, okay, and it's not a time to be getting on people's nerves and people's bad sides or people's malicious sides when you know they can be a specter in your team or a good partner in your team. If you know they could be a good partner on your team, well, why don't you partner up? If y'all doing brands and businesses, then you one could do makeup, the other one could do hair, the other one could do clothing, the other one could do some type of engineering. Somebody could do some type of shop. Somebody could do some type of business, and we could just keep it going, like keep it pushing. I've seen somebody that had a whole, this whole street named after her kids. Okay, she had a few streets named after her kids. It was very inspiring because I never seen nobody do nothing like that in my life, in my entire life. But the fact that she sat there and she was like, I'm finna give my kids their own street names, and this is finna be a black community, all black community, and I'm finna to go help the rest of people in my family. That is very strong, okay? And that lady is very sophisticated with her thinking, okay? But at the exact same time, I know that things can get rough and times can get like in a crazy situation or in a crisis, but you never want to sit here and say F the good people, F the righteous people in life, because the righteous people is what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there wasn't no righteous people on this earth, and I just want to give you an example, if there wasn't no righteous people on this earth, do you think that when you come short in your rent, or you come short in your mortgage, or you come short in some type of insurance, or you come short in some type of bill, or some type of whatever the case may be, you think that somebody's going to help you if it wasn't no good people on this earth? No. Good people make the earth joyful. So you should be very proud that they're here. You should be very proud that God gives you blessings, and He also gives you lessons, okay? And those challenges is so those people can come towards you. It's so that you can connect towards them. But it's not for it to go one way, it's for it to go in both different ways, okay? You help them, they help you out, okay? So stop complaining all the time and start helping out and start being grateful. A lot of y'all have a lot of mentalities where it's like, I don't have to be grateful because this is what I deserve, or this is what I have worked hard for. At the end of the day, you worked hard. Yes, great job. You should be rewarding yourself. You should keep that to yourself. Every single thing that you accomplish, or that you have done, or that is successful in your life should not be posted, should not be said, should not be played out loud. You know what I'm saying? Because most people, again, they're not going to be happy for you. They're not going to be okay uplifting for you. They're not going to be encouraging towards you. And then another thing is that you don't want to seem like this is all the work that you've put in. All your hard work was paid off because guess what? God had made it so you can make it, so it can be easy for you to achieve, or for it to be possible for you to achieve. Okay, so you can't never ever not give him the thanks, because he's very much deserving of the thanks. Even when it sounds like, or it seems like, the hardest day and the hardest time of your life, you are still only enduring a little bit of what this life is about, or what these testimonies, or what these things and these problems are about. Okay, and you can say whatever you want to say about that part, because some people, they be saying they have been going through things for decades, and some people say they're going through things for years, but that's something totally different. And if you feel like you've been going through stuff for decades and there was no break, you had no rest, you had no sleep, you had no type of time to just be by yourself, then you need to get that type of time to rest, to sleep, to eat, to repeat the patterns, but to do it better than what you've done in the past, or do it better than what you have done previously. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody needs to concentrate and to actually focus, you know what I'm saying, on the next assignment that's going to come, or the next problem, or the next testimony, or the next story, or the next journey, or the next chapter that they're going to face in their life. And that's just that, okay? So you have to be very grateful, be very mindful, because if you don't be very grateful and very mindful, then a lot of blessings could come to you, and guess what? You will ignore it because you don't have any type of awareness, or you don't have any type of consciousness that tells you, hey, I want better for myself, especially better for the people that are around me and that helped me. Okay, so be grateful that there are people on this earth that's joyful and that are happy and that are good, godly spirits. Okay, be happy, be thankful, be grateful that there's people to help you in every circumstance and situation. Okay, because like again, it was a person that made you, and it's a person that's going to take you out. So not even your creation of your own making is done by your hands, and then by your mind, and by your heart and your spirit. Somebody created that. So you have to give thanks to what is due. You have to give thanks to what is necessary, okay? And I know that sounds, for some of y'all, that sounds intimidating. That sounds like I'm not gonna do that. But then again, everybody owes somebody. Everybody has to pay their debts or have to pay their dues to something or someone, because nothing is done alone. Not words, not thinking, not processing nothing, not understanding nothing, not nothing is done alone, okay? Nothing is done alone. Even your eyes need other cells and atoms to blink. Even your smell, like the things that you smell, the flavors and things that the stuff that you smell, you know what I'm saying? That all is a part of something that connects to your mind, that connects to your heart, that connects to your intestines, and that connects to the other senses and the other particles and your body. So like I said, I just wanted to make y'all a little bit aware of that. You're not created just to be created, okay? And you need to be more grateful, okay? And you need to be more aware, because it's a lot of things that we can help, so we can help other people, so they can help us, so we can get the best out of the resources or the best benefits, okay? And the best benefits, it doesn't always look like what it's supposed to look like, but it's some resources better than no resources, or some person better than no person. Some help is better than no help. So, like I said, as always, I want to give y'all all the credit for watching my videos, and please like, share, subscribe. And as always, good morning, good evening, and good night. See you later.